Hello, lower school. Today we're going to outer space. We are drawing a rocket ship. All right, let's get started. So, the first thing we're going to do is make sure that our paper is the right way. So we're going to have it the long way up and down, portrait mode. And we're going to be putting our rocket ship in the middle of the paper. And to make our rocket ship, we have to make the basic shape, the main part. And that to me kind of looks like a fish shape because it's got the curvy lines. So it might look a little weird as we're drawing it, but I promise you at the end, it will look like a rocket ship, okay? And like I said many times, if you make a mistake, don't worry, just keep going and then we can fix it later. Okay, so first things first. In the middle of my paper, and I want to think about where my rocket ship is going. Is it going straight up or is it going off to the side? So what I think I'm going to do is have it going a little bit off to the side. So it looks like it's really like shooting off into space. So to do that, I'm going to draw my first line, which is going to be a curvy line. So in the middle of my paper, I'm just going to make kind of a curvy line like this, and that's going to make one side of the rocket ship. If your line looks a little bit different, don't worry about it. It'll all be fine, I promise. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the other part of my rocket ship, or the other side of it. And you want to think about how wide you want it to be. So I don't want it too big or too wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down a little bit, and I'm going to make the other side, and it's going to be just like that, okay? And then for the top, it's pointy. So I'm just gonna draw the lines coming together, kind of like a triangle, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make the part where the fire comes out, or the launcher part. So I'm gonna make the bottom of the rocket. So I'm gonna make a line that attaches this line and this line, and it's gonna go this way. They're gonna connect. And if my line doesn't line up or match, I'm just gonna pull it up a little bit and I'm gonna connect it. And then the rocket ship has fins on it, and that kind of helps it glide through space and make, different maneuvers. So I'm gonna make one on this side and one on this side. So again, like I said, it's kind of like a fish. They're gonna look like fish fins. So right here towards the bottom of my rocket ship, I'm going to draw a slanty line, okay? Kind of like a slant, kind of like the side of a triangle. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. After that, you can decide how you want your fins to attach to the rocket ship. It can be a curvy line, it could be a straight line. I think I'm gonna make it more curvy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a line that goes up like that. If your line's a little bit straighter, that's fine. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So from this line to here, it's gonna go up a little bit and be a little bit curvy. And now I have my fins. If you wanted to add another fin on this side, you can, but I'm gonna keep it kind of simple. All right, now we need to have the part where the rocket is like blasting off, or that fire is coming out. So under here, I'm gonna draw a line here, and then a line here, and then kind of like a curvy smile shape going around. It's gonna attach to those two lines. And then we're going to make the fire coming out. And a rocket can have a lot of different launchers, or spots where that, power that fires coming out. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna have one, and it's gonna be the similar shape as the rocket ship itself. It's gonna be kind of pointy and curvy. So I'm gonna draw a curvy line this way, and then a curvy line this way for the fire coming out, and then a smaller one in the middle. If you want it more zigzaggy fire coming out, you could do that too. Totally up to you, okay? And now we're going to add the window, because there has to be a spot for the astronauts to look out. So you can make any shape you want for your window. I'm gonna do a circle. So in the middle of my rocket ship, I'm gonna draw a circle. And then I'm gonna draw another smaller circle on the inside. And if you wanted to draw an astronaut looking out, you could totally do that. I'm gonna just draw a line here for the glass to make it look like there's glass there. And now the rest is just adding details. So I'm gonna add some different designs on here. So I think at the top, I'm going to add a curvy line just to show the top of the rocket. And then I'm gonna draw another line in the middle. And then maybe some dots for where it was put together or welded together, just to give it some texture. And then if you want to add other designs or patterns on your rocket ship, you can do that. If you wanted to write like NASA on it or put an American flag or a different type of flag on it, you could do that. But like I said, I'm going to keep it kind of simple. Maybe I'll add some circle designs, then some more dots. Oops, I went the wrong way, but I can do the same thing on this side. If you want to add additional rockets on the fins here, you can draw some oval shapes underneath and then have those lines connected and then have more fire kind of coming out or shooting out. This is a really powerful rocket. Okay. And then you're going to add space. So you're going to think about the shapes of the planets. Planets are usually round shapes. So I'm going to add some planets. So down here, I'm going to put like Earth, and Earth is going to be kind of off into the corner. So I'm just going to draw a half circle from here to here. And that could be Earth, or it could be a different planet. And then maybe I can add some more circles. I'm going to add some big ones, medium ones, and small ones. And the small ones are going to be small because they're far away. Okay, maybe I'll add another one here that's a little bit bigger. If you want to put a ring around your planet like Saturn, you could do that, just going around. If you wanted to add stars, you can make little circles for the stars. If you want to do some like wavy lines, you could do that, just to add some more texture. And you can also, if you want, make regular stars. So make the star shape like that. Totally up to you. But I like making circles because I think it's easier. You could also do like kind of like a sunburst type situation with a circle and line sticking out. And there you have it. You have a rocket. So right now we're going to color it, and this is where you can have fun and kind of personalize it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fire, and I'm going to do yellow for this part. The fire coming out just to show that it's hotter, because when the fire is really hot, it's a lighter color. And then I'm going to do some orange. I'll do the same thing here on my other rocket launchers. And then maybe some red. Do some right here. And you don't even really have to stay in the lines because of all that light that's coming off from the fire. It's kind of shining through. And actually, I'm going to cover in my fire here. And then maybe I want to keep it yellow on the outside too, just to have a little bit like lights coming out. And then maybe do some more orange. So you can kind of mix the colors in together. Okay, and then for the rocket itself, you could do any color you want. I think I'm gonna do blue for the top. Oh, that's green. Make sure you're watching which color you're using. So I'm gonna do blue for the top of my rocket. Like that triangle shape. Maybe I'll do some blue stripes. Maybe I can make some blue lines like this. And then maybe I'll color in my fins completely blue. And like I said, if you want to add a flag, like an American flag or a different flag, you can do that. Okay. I'm going to use gray just to make it look like there's just a little bit of shadow on there, on the sides. Maybe I'll make the window gray too. And if you wanted to add a person inside the rocket ship, an astronaut, you could do that. And then the planets are fun to color because you can choose whatever color you want for your planets. You can make this planet orange. And the planets have different textures, so you could have like squiggly lines or color in all the way, totally up to you. Maybe I'll make this planet purple in the back over here. And maybe I'll make this planet gray, kind of like the moon or something. Or you could do red like Mars. All right, and then if this is Earth, you're gonna see some green parts. Maybe we'll have Florida down here, just like the side of the United States. Color that all in. And another thing, if you wanted to do it, is you could draw your rocket ship and then cut it out and then glue it onto black paper or blue paper for space, and then add the stars and other planets. That's just another option. And then I think I'm just gonna do some blue for the ocean. Okay, and I can leave some white there and around it because you're gonna have clouds on the Earth. So it's okay if there's some white showing. I'm gonna color that in. And then of course we can't forget our stars. So I'm gonna make them yellow. And it's okay that you're going outside the lines because it's gonna make it look like it's shining really bright. And then for my other lines that I had here, I kind of want to make it a different color. Let me see. Thinking. Okay. It's okay to think while you're drawing. All right, I think I want some orange. Just to add some color. Okay, all right. I think that does it. We have a rocket ship. So, happy drawing, and I will see you again soon.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.